Hello, and thank you for joining us. Tonight I have Astrologic joining me. Hey.
It's me. Hello.
You might recognize her from the last two Dollhouse that we had at Heads and Tails. So I will just do a little bio first so you can, and then we'll get into the questions. So Canadian DJ Astrologic, born Chandy Thach. Am I saying that right? Okay.
Sure.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, Thach or Thach.
Okay.
I go by Thach, though.
Okay, good to know. This is really good to know. I've been saying it wrong this entire time in my head. Dances her way through life to any beat over 120 BPM. Inspired by the likes of Lane 8, Sultan Shepard, Cosmic Gate, Luttrell, and many other talented producers behind TNH, Anjuna, Purified, and Colorize. Astrologic masterfully blends progressive house, melodic techno, trance, and electro. Her repertoire of euphoric electronic styles will send you over the moon to dance in melodic transcendence with the stars. I love this bio.
Who wrote it?
First to jump on the aux and last to leave the dance floor, which I have seen, and that is amazing. I love that. Catch a ride with Astrologic. So welcome, and thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
And coming all the way from Kitchener. So she had to survive, like, I guess, kind of a snowstorm on the way here.
Quite the drive, yeah, but worth it.
But I'm glad that you made it safe. So, yeah, let's talk about how you got started into DJing. Like, how long have you been DJing? And, yeah, what was your start?
I've only been DJing seriously for, like, I don't know, like a year to 2 years.
Yeah.
I always throw these Halloween birthday parties, and one year I was like, what if I just DJ'd it? And picked up a rental equipment from Long and McQuaid, and that's how it started. But
I love that.
Here we are.
I love that. It's funny, like, just talking about DJing at a party. Mikey and I were noticing that every movie we've seen lately has, like, a female DJ DJing the party, which is amazing. But we're just like, they can't cast anyone but a female anymore, which I love.
Absolutely.
So I love that you
Girl
did that.
power.
Yes. So what about your first, like, how did you get into electronic music? What was your first event or your first, first event, festival, anything like that?
Oh my God. Okay, so I think I was 18, and do you remember Beta in Waterloo? Were you?
I feel like that's yeah. I was definitely alive then. Yeah, that sounds familiar. I probably used to go there.
Okay, yeah, it's in Waterloo, and my first show was Cosmic Gate at Beta, and it was absolutely life-changing. Like, I still love Cosmic Gate to this day. They're unreal to see live, like so good. But that night I was just like, expecting to go out and have fun, whatever. I did not expect it to be so life-changing. I was like, this is the whole journey that I am on right now. Like, I just thought I was here to get drunk and like, dance, but no, I'm like so into this.
Did they inspire your name, by the way?
No.
Okay. I was like, maybe. I don't know. Life-changing DJ name.
Maybe like subconsciously, but I just really love astrology, and then like, came together.
Yeah. Okay. I love astrology too.
I want to know your sign.
My sign. I'm Taurus.
That was like my third guess.
Okay. What was your first guess?
Virgo.
Okay. Interesting.
Because you're like such a planner, and you're such a go-getter. And then Capricorn.
Okay. Okay. I feel like those are good guesses. Maybe I'm just, I'm a planner for sure. Okay. So what about, I guess you talked about, like, you play progressive, you play melodic house, melodic techno. Is that like your favorite kind of music, or is that just your favorite kind to DJ?
Right now, and probably for the last few years, it's definitely been my favorite music to like listen to and mix. Yeah. But like, I've listened to every sort of genre, like drum and bass, trap,
country.
Trick question. Country is not bad. Like,
I love
there
country.
Okay. See, I know, and I've been trying to tell Aaron this. Like, country is actually not bad. He's just like, okay.
That's so funny. Okay. So and obviously, like, tonight we'll play some progressive, some melodic house, that sort of thing. Is there any kind of style that you're more like wanting to get into playing or anything like that? Anything that's like piquing your interest aside from those genres?
Not really.
I feel like you played a bass. That's why I was curious. You played a bass show recently, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, because I love all different genres.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun to experiment and try to mix different genres. Like, you definitely have to, like, change how you're mixing. So it's fun and exciting. But
totally. Yeah. I love that too. So the bass show went well?
Yes.
Yeah?
So much fun.
Cool. Okay, that's cool. What about, so you talked about kind of like your early inspirations with Cosmic Gate. What about any inspirations that you have now or any mentors or anything like that?
Sultan Shepard. Mm-hmm. So good. Aaron and I are going to see them next month. But everything, I don't know, they just know how to make music. Their way of blending melodies and lyrics together is just so inspiring, and everything they stand for is just, they are my idols.
I love that. So magical.
Yeah.
Okay. What about your biggest highlight so far for like your musical career?
This might be cheesy, but I have to say my biggest highlight is like seeing all of my friends come and support me.
Aw, that's not cheesy. That's so nice.
I'm not usually cheesy. They will tell you that. I'm like, I don't even like giving hugs usually. But no, I really support, I really appreciate all of the support that they've been giving me. Yeah.
And I've seen that. I saw that like when you played at Dollhouse, like so many of your friends came to support, which was amazing, especially when they came all the way from Kitchener. So
I didn't even invite them. They invited themselves.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so cute.
I love that. Okay, what's something that you wish you knew when you started DJing? Any advice that you would give to like your younger DJ self, or like maybe some new DJs that are just getting into it?
DJing can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be. There are a lot of free resources out there. Just online, you can rent equipment for really cheap to just to get started. Like, and just do it. Just try.
Yeah, just throw yourself a party and DJ. Decide to DJ it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Exactly.
So do you have any favorite resources? Like, is there like YouTube videos or like a channel or anything that you follow that you found helpful?
I don't even know the YouTube channel name. There's this one guy, I think he's British, and he just puts out these hour-long tutorials on how to use any sort of equipment, and like, I don't know, he's like really easy to listen to, and I go back to his videos all the time. I wish I knew.
Okay, tell me later, so then I'll pop it in like the description or something, and then I'll know. Resource. I'm gonna check out these resources. What about, if there was one festival in the world that you could go to, what would that be? Or event or something like that. That's your dream.
Okay, Shambhala was on my bucket list for a very long time, but we did it last year.
Oh, you did it?
So,
I've heard that's like, I've been wanting to go, but I've heard it's like kind of definitely a bit of a trek to like get there and everything, and but it's worth it.
Definitely worth it. Yeah. It's like Electric Forest on steroids. Like, it's insane. Have you ever been to like...
I love Electric Forest. That was like that's been one of my favorite festivals until recently when it got so expensive and like,
Shambhala isn't cheap either, but it's totally worth it.
But we're supporting Canadian. It's a Canadian festival, so it's supporting local or something.
Just don't fly WestJet.
Just bad experiences.
Yeah, a little bit.
But you made it and you had a good time. So you'd go back?
I would 100% go back.
Yeah.
And I think the first time you go to a festival like Shambhala, it's sort of like a lot.
Yeah.
And so I think the second time I go, I'll be more prepared.
I think it's like that for anything like that. Like, I feel like that with when I went to Burning Man or like any like regional burns, forest for the first time too. But then once I have an idea of it, then you're like, oh, that's not weird. Or like the first time I went to Sideburn, there was like a bunch of naked people, and I wasn't expecting that. And I was serving them coffee in the morning. And then you're just like, oh, you just expect it next time.
Yeah, you would do fine at Shambhala then. Like, there's lots of naked people.
Yeah. Oh, man. What about, what's your setup like at home? What do you have at home? And is there any like upgrades that you would want to do in the recent future?
Okay, so I've got like my mixer here,
yeah,
and then my work stuff here.
Okay.
Which I like to ignore. And right now I have the FLX6.
Okay.
I think it's the 6, not the 10.
That's like a laptop one? Is that a laptop one?
It is.
Not at all. Yeah.
Yeah. And
those
honestly, I would love something like this. I've been like comparing controllers, and the RX3 honestly seems like very good for what it is. Like, it's not like a CDJ or whatever, but it's portable. It's not like bulky. It's all in one, and you can use record box and Strato. So
that's why I got it. Actually, is how portable it is. I was looking at the RX or the XZ, but because it's a little bit bigger, it was like harder to carry. If I'm like lugging it around to things, I'm like, this one was way better. It has everything I need.
Exactly.
Like, so it's like, how often are you going to use the 4 channels with the XZ anyway, unless you're plugging in like CDJs to it? Exactly. So yeah. So this is a good choice. This is my baby. I recommend it.
I'm converted.
Let's see. What about, okay, I have a question about what, like, in the DJ community or, like, within, I guess, electronic music and the community, what's your favorite part of that? I mean, aside from the community, because I feel like that's like the default answer. I know, so I was like, that's the default answer.
But it is the best thing.
I know.
What's the question again?
I just made it up.
What's it again? The best part about
the best part of like the electronic music community, aside from the community itself. This is a trick question. It's a hard question.
What other answer is there other than the community? Just like the inclusivity of it.
That's a good answer.
Just like non-judgmental place to just be yourself and let loose and be carefree.
Yeah, I feel like that's
just why I like the community, but.
That makes sense. Okay, but I won't trick you with any other trick answers. And we'll just say, I guess, what is there anything that you're most excited for this year? Anything you've got coming up, or that you're excited about?
Excited about the Sultan Shepard show in Montreal. That's like their hometown, and Aaron and I saw them last year, and it was incredible. I do kind of want to see Max Styler in London, but it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, all the big DJs come on a weekday when you're in London, so I say just do it.
On a weekday.
It'll be good.
If my boss sees this, I'm not calling in sick today.
You'll just be tired the next day. It's fine.
Working from home.
Yeah.
And then, I guess, I was looking at the Escapade lineup.
Yeah. The Escapade lineup looks really good. Yeah. One of my friends who's on the Next Dollhouse, she's on the lineup this year for Escapade, which is incredible. Shiva.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who?
Shiva. Her name's Isabella.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So she's on the lineup, which is insane.
Yeah, that's huge.
We went last year, but I don't think we're gonna go this year unless, who knows? Maybe we'll last minute decide to. But
I've never been, so
it was really fun. I recommend.
Okay. Yeah, might have to do it then.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. It was great to get to know you a little bit, and hopefully everybody else has got to know her a little bit, and then we'll jump into the music. So we'll be right back, and then we'll play some music.
Thank you for having me.